Something that many people are always surprised about when I talk about us and what we do here, and in fact, what people have been doing for 5,000 years, because soap has been around for 5,000 years. It was in the Byzantine era that people first started making soap. But people are always surprised when they realize how much science is involved in making soap. So in exactly the same way as people did 5,000 years ago, we make soap here day after day after day from plant oils, triglycerides, that's a name for oils, fats, waxes, and alkaline. In the olden days, people used to use ash from the fire. We use sodium hydroxide, but you can use other alkalines as well. Now, sodium hydroxide is sometimes called lye, and sodium hydroxide is actually very dangerous. So it's always interesting that we make something that we stand in the shower and rub all over our body out of something that is really very dangerous. So in its raw form, before it's gone through this chemical reaction to make the soap, sodium hydroxide is something you really do not want on your skin. It stings, it burns, it would damage your eyes. It's certainly something you wouldn't want to drink. So it's a dangerous chemical, and lye, conveys things like caustic soda. Caustic soda is another word for it. So we mix the caustic soda, the alkaline, with the triglycerides, the plant oils, and what happens in the bowl is absolutely amazing. And what is happening is a white solid is being formed. Now, the chemical name for that is a sodium carboxylate, and the reaction is called saponification. And it's saponification that happened 5,000 years ago when people discovered soap, and it happens day after day after day in our buildings here in Malton, Yorkshire. So we make the soap and we stir it all together, and the saponification happens, and every single molecule of triglyceride comes across 3 molecules of alkali. They join together, they make the white solid, that's the soap, and as all of the oil is used up and all of the alkali is used up, the whole thing becomes a white solid. And then you've got no more triglyceride left. There's no more triglyceride left, no oils left, and there's no sodium hydroxide left. And that's why soap is safe, because in fact, after that reaction has happened, it doesn't go back the other way. You're left with completely different things. You're left with your lovely solid soap, and you're also left with a byproduct. So the byproduct is glycerin. Glycerin is, we know glycerin, we put it in icing. It's very harmless, it doesn't smell, you can barely see it, it's see-through, it's a sort of viscous see-through liquid, like treacly water almost, a viscous liquid. It stays there in the soap, it does good things, it brings in water from the atmosphere. It's a humectant. It helps the soap with its bubbling properties. It helps to moisturize the skin. So we just leave the glycerin in with the soap. The byproduct is the glycerin. What we were after was the soap. It all goes solid, no sodium hydroxide left, completely safe to use. But we don't use it straight after that process. We have to wait for 2 to 3 weeks for that reaction to absolutely, definitely complete fully, because we want to be absolutely sure that there is no unreacted sodium hydroxide left in the soap. And so part of the reason why we leave it those 2 to 3 weeks is to be absolutely confident. It also becomes harder during that period, the water evaporates, and also interestingly, the fragrances tend to intensify during that 2 to 3 week period. So that's quite an interesting effect too. So we do that day after day here in Malton, North Yorkshire. And all our soaps are available in our store here on the marketplace and also online. We ship all over the world. We're proud to ship to independent retailers all around the country, and it's great stuff.